Okay. Yeah. Welcome. Now, one's in the chat. We're going to do a mic test. I want you guys to tell me if you can... Okay, it does work. I hear it on my end. All right, guys. Well, here's how it's going to work. I'm not going to be paying attention to the chat the entire time. You can see the chat. I'm going to be focusing on it. I'm going to be thanking every gifted sub in the Discord after and during, possibly, if I catch it and see it. So we're going to talk first, guys. As you can see, I am in the capital of the United States, as I said. And first of all, I want to have a post-debate reflection. You know, I want to talk about some of the things in that debate and the implications. And you can go farther. You can go as far back as you want, actually. Just keep going far. And yeah, we'll come up here. And so I first want to say that I have gotten no sleep in like 48 hours. So I'm just purely running off of caffeine right now. You guys are going to have to forgive me if, you know, it seems low energy or something. I personally think I'm high energy, right? And I want to address some things about my performance. So first of all, I had no idea they were going to be doing this on a second channel. And excuse me, and I had no idea that some guy was just staring at me. All right. So no idea they were going to be doing it on their smaller channel. They didn't tell me that. It's kind of weird, but listen, I met Tim Pool in person. I met the crew. They were very cool, very accommodating, very polite, very hospitable. And at the end of the day, they don't owe me anything. So I'm not going to complain about it. I was glad to go on. I did expect the live stream to be on the main channel. They are apparently uploading clips to the main channel. So we have that to look forward to. Now, I actually have no way of knowing where the mic has to be, if it has to be too close. Actually, maybe I can clip this on and just... Does this look stupid? Okay, I'm gonna do a test, actually. This would be a miracle if this works. One's in the chat if you can hear me clearly right now. One's in the chat if you can hear me clearly. So this is a good volume, this is a perfect volume. Okay, this works perfectly. Perfect. Okay, not as well as before. A little bit of an echo, go a little bit higher. Is there an echo now? Is there an echo now? A little muffled. Okay. Well, we'll have to make do. It's good? Okay, it's good. Anyway, before we get into here, I want to talk about that debate. And honestly, I think I did receive a criticism from our enemies, and they claimed that I was boring in that debate. So I want to clarify something about me being fucking boring when I'm being serious in a debate. Let me tell you guys something, all right? Stalin was boring. Xi Jinping was boring. You understand? Everybody always asks, where does this infrared stuff come from? You know, does this come from some Russia or China or Fed AstroTurf? Is it fucking magic? Is it Duganism? Is it LaRouche? And the truth is, you weren't paying attention in class because Haas was too boring. Okay, Xi Jinping, you want to know everything about what's going on in China with Xi Jinping? Read The Governance of China by Xi Jinping. It's very dry, it's very stale, it's very boring. But guess what? It's all fucking on the surface. Just like with infrared. You don't read the theory, you don't pay attention in class, and then you complain that I'm boring. Of course I'm boring. Stalin was boring, Xi is boring, and it's the boring people that get shit done. It's the boring people that have the substance. It's the boring people that lay a foundation, because this flamboyant Hitlerite way of speaking and so on, this has no foundation. You're just giving people a quick fix of entertainment instead of substance. So when people claim that I'm boring, I am very much complimented by that. Because I'm either yelling and I can't control myself, or I'm really boring. Well, pay attention to Haas when he's boring, because I'm putting everything on the surface as far as why we have the devoted following that we do and why infrared is what it is. It's not because of the theatrics that I do, it's because of the fucking boring stuff. So sit down, pay attention, class is in session. With that being said, I want to give a speech, although it's very crowded here. You know, in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Actually, we're going to go here for now because it's more empty. And I want to talk about, can you see me? You can see me? Okay. So let me tell you guys something about Washington, D.C. I personally do not find anything charming or magical about this city. As a matter of fact, this city is a theme park. It's a theme park, and it's not the real capital of America. The real capital of America is underground, or it's in a submarine, or it's in the hollow earth, or it's in outer space. You get the idea. The real capital of America is the conspiracy of the ruling class. This is a theme park for plebeians to come, and they basically Disney-fied America. Especially, you see this, most of this stuff built during the Reagan era, the kind of tourist element of it. You know, it got me thinking a lot about the whole discourse regarding patriotic socialism, quote unquote, term we never coined. You know, the sad truth is that America as Disney World, America as this theme park, right? The democracy and all that. There is nothing more gay in the history of the world than democratic socialism, quote unquote. Absolutely disgrace this effacement, this corruption, and this complete defilement of communism and socialism by dirtying it up. I mean, the real Pat Sox, quote unquote, was fucking Angela Davis and Cornel West and the democratic socialists. Oh, we're democratic. We're not like those totalitarian communists. Well, I am like the totalitarian communists. You know, another person who is considered a totalitarian for his age, a Caesar, an authoritarian of the Prussian style, was none other than that fucking man right there. You want to see an authoritarian? Here he was. None of this stupid democracy gibber, Disney-fied Reagan nonsense that I spit upon. And most of all, when I come to this capital, I'm enjoying myself. I have a good time, and I'm not being a Debbie Downer. Don't get things confused. But to be completely honest, one gets the feeling when you're here that America is under an occupation government, which is disguising itself as America, but is really something else. You really get the feeling, especially me coming from the Midwest, when I'm in D.C., that America is under occupation by a foreign and hostile government. Of course, the foreign and hostile government is none other than the oligarchical capitalist class, which is international in nature. But in the Midwest, I mean, is this the America that I know? It's not. This D.C. is bullshit. I'm not persuaded by it. I don't find anything magical about this place. It's nice, it's beautiful, I love it, I have a good time here, but I don't feel American here. I feel American in the Midwest. And there's such a disconnection between America and the rest of the country. This is what I noticed. Like, of course, the East Coast in general, but Washington, D.C. specifically, is so disconnected from the rest of the country. It's like they went westward and became a different nation than what started out here. And this is just the truth. This is just the truth. I mean, is this the same country as California? Doesn't seem like it. Of course, being in DC has also led me down the path of contemplation regarding how to understand the existential predicament of the United States, which is occupied in a similar way Palestine is occupied. And no, I don't mean it's because the Jews run everything. That's not what I'm saying. Don't quote me or take me out of context. But it's occupied in the sense that the American nation doesn't have any recognition, just like the Palestinian nation. The American nation doesn't have an existence officially, just like the Palestinian one officially doesn't have an existence and is oppressed and is kept down. And of course, people like to racialize it, but this is not just black people, it's not just Mexicans, it's not just brown people. Also, the white people here too have no official national status. The one great American nation has no reality in this capital, is what I mean to say. The one America. Now, here's the truth. And this is exactly why you cannot fall into the pitfall and the mistake of democratic socialism. American democracy has not been hijacked by capitalists. It hasn't been hijacked by the deep state. It hasn't been hijacked by some outside element. American democracy itself is the problem. The ideology of American democracy, in contradistinction to the so-called authoritarianism of Russia, China, North Korea, and so on, is the falsehood which must be opposed. Are you messing with that mic? That's precisely the falsehood which must be opposed. This is what the whole ideology of democratic socialism came from. Socialism, but with a human face. But it's the human face that's the problem. It's democracy that's the problem. It's the ideology and notion of a unique American liberty and democracy that we possess that the rest don't. It's the biggest fucking scam of the century. As if people in China and Russia aren't doing donuts with their cars in fucking parking lots somewhere. Nobody gives a shit. That's real freedom. Here, everything's restricted. Anyway, what I mean to say by that, the falsehood of American democracy, how it is the problem, how it cannot be rehabilitated. This hubris and arrogance of so-called American freedom, as opposed to the totalitarianism of other countries. When I come to DC, and oh my God, what's up? When I come to DC, there's just like a cop that came out of nowhere. When I come to DC, like out of the door right there, when I come to DC, what I don't see is the leftist caricature of American patriotism. Even Michael Hudson's super patriotism. It's off the mark. Oh, it's just jingoism and uncritical pride in one's nation. I go right in front of the fucking White House, right in front of it, and there's signs commemorating protesters from the 60s and 70s. I go to the Smithsonian American History Museum, and it does nothing but commemorate activists and protesters with their signs and so on and so on. PSL, all these organizations, they need to ask themselves, are they really revolutionaries and dissidents? When this acquires official status as the face of American democracy and as the face of American civil society. We're so proud of all the protesters we have. And It's such bullshit. You would think, I mean, no wonder right-wingers think communists control America. And then I go in front of the White House and there's this homeless guy. He's got the peace symbol. He's a hippie. He's anti-authoritarian, right? He's got all this shit against China, against supporting separatists in Iran and China, supporting every fucking CIA glowy movement the world over. And we are meant to believe that this is the counterculture. This is the revolutionaries. These are the leftists and anti-establishment. It's a bunch of bullshit. How is this background, by the way? Yeah. Let me make sure everyone can hear me, because what if I was muted the whole time? That would be hilarious. That would be really fucking funny. That would be really fucking funny. Let me see. Let me see. This live stream is doing terrible. 266 viewers. That's just disgusting. I guess people are missing out. That's okay. We're going to be doing this another time. It's been 100%. It's 4, I don't fucking know. I can't see it. Okay, whatever. Has anyone gifted, by the way? Has anyone gifted? Guys, if there was ever a time, stream is back. Okay. Now it's at 4:14. We got it. Guys, if there was ever a time to shower me with subs, do it now, motherfucker. I've been fucking awake for 40 hours for y'all. Going on. Tim, you guys have no idea the bullshit I've been through. Stalin, Beria, Gulag, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Sleeper Cell with the 5. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Black Pack with the 10. That's what I'm talking about. And guys, we need to get clips from my appearance earlier this morning. We got to spread that shit far and wide. Lowity, okay, Lowity. Yo, Darg with the 10. FP Willie with the 5. What? Really loud? Okay, I don't really give a fuck, you know? Kind of like, I haven't slept. You know, this may well be a dream, you know? This might be a dream. I haven't slept. I'm going to become like the homeless people here, completely crazy, okay? The fact that I'm standing and breathing is a miracle. I haven't slept in 1 week, okay? So everyone needs to understand that this stream is brought to you by caffeine, and that's it. If it wasn't for caffeine, I'd be on the floor right now, knocked out, sleeping. Anyway, let's go in front of Abraham Lincoln. And everyone here that's here, by the way, is here to see my speech. They're all here to hear the speech, but they don't have a special microphone in their ears to hear it. So a lot of people are wandering around confused. They don't know how to. Anyway, let's continue walking backwards. We have the side profile of Abraham Lincoln. And I'm standing just where, let me show you. I'm standing exactly where Fidel Castro was standing in that famous picture, right here. And then go around and let's go ahead and get it on this side so it makes sense. There we go. Standing exactly where Fidel Castro was standing. And then should I look up and... Exactly. But, Huh? What? Over there? Why? Anyway, as I was saying, and I was talking to you guys, today's been really fun. And we are gonna walk out of here. Yeah, we're gonna walk out of here. You guys can hear me, but you can't see me, and that's okay. I'm completely fine with that. Let's go over here. So, you know what's so stupid, guys? I came here, go in front of me. I really thought that it was gonna be empty. That's the truth. I thought it was gonna be the only person in here, and here, thought I was gonna be the only person in here, and I was gonna like give this epic speech Like in my head, it seemed a lot better than what it was, you know? But look at this view, guys. How often do you get to see this? It's like Disney World. It's like Disney World, but the real thing, you know? And I think Caleb Maupin has a story about this monument. You guys, oh, okay. You want me to hold it? God damn it. All right. Caleb Maupin has a story about this monument, and it's not PG. I'll tell you that, it's not PG. And, you know, huh? Yeah? Okay. Anyway, you want to get a view of this, or? Yeah. And then with me, so this is a lot more appropriate. I imagine the sound is better, and you know, this is a representation of where I am and what's going on. You know, there's a lot I wanted to talk about yesterday when I was fully awake, but we're just gonna have to let it all come to memory and return to me. Hi guys, what's going on? All right, let's go. Yeah. As you can see, this is the this is the Lincoln Memorial. And Caleb basically says that's Washington's penis. I don't know if that's true, but he did say that one time. But I don't, you know. Washington, D.C., what a place. What a place. And, you know, when we take power, there will be red flags everywhere, and it'll basically be like Disney World. And it'll be a amusement. We're going to keep everything in place, you know. Nothing will be demolished. It'll just be a theme park of the old America. And then new America will have its headquarters in Chicago, or basically we need a new capital. This is not a good capital. The geography is not good. Culturally, it's not good representation. Capital needs to move to the heartland of America, the Midwest, to be more representative of what America has become since the 200 years we've been here. So I definitely believe in a new... See, people say I'm a patsock this, I'm a patsock that. I just think the branding is a little off when it comes to the Cornel West, Angela Davis, you know, committees for correspondence, democratic socialism. Truth be told, we're going to keep going. Truth be told, I believe we do need a great reset in this country, starting from scratch, basically, with what we have, obviously. But I definitely find the ideology of American democracy hideous and disgusting, and basically very old and tired. And it needs, you know, I went to the White House, guys. And I know why Trump didn't stay there. Because it's fucking stupid. The White House is a tiny box. It's a stupid tiny box. It's so small. It's so disappointing. I couldn't believe it. Went in front of the White House. And, you know, what? There's no free speech here? The police are going to arrest me for not liking the White House? Okay. Anyway, the White House sucks. It's very small. And you'd think they'd make it bigger, but, you know, there's a lot of interesting buildings here that are much bigger than the presidential building, which these buildings are not even relevant to America, but here we are. Here we are. We're going to be skinny dipping in the water. Let's go. We're going to be swimming, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Basically, let me read your guys' comments, because I want to see what I look like from this angle. Okay. Hi, guys. This is like breaking the fourth wall. So I see myself. I see you guys. Oh, yeah, the Freemason shit. Yeah, this whole city is Freemason HQ, okay? Very obvious and overt. I don't even think they're hiding it. Come on. Come. Okay, 5 from Wolfgang. Holy shit, Jay Summit with the 20. 3 from Ruptured Thought. 1 from Real Stranger Danger, 5 from American Spartacus, 1 from Stalin, 1 from J Summit. What the fuck is up, guys? How are you guys doing, guys? And if you have donated text-to-speech, I'm so sorry. I'm banned from Streamlabs, and I don't have the alerts or the notifications. So, yeah, those only work on desktop. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. And J Summit, 2 more from him. Thank you so much, J Summit. I appreciate you, bro. What's up, Suez? Guys, in my head, it seemed... Let's see if this is like a good, because this is kind of empty. In my head, this definitely felt better. Let me see how I look. In my head, it was so different. It was, okay, it's your end. Did you press the button? Okay, we're good. Guys, hey, what's up, man? Guys, in my head, this seemed way better, but we're going to give the speech right here. All right. So this is the speech that I'm going to give. Obviously, it looks great. This kind of is more what resembles what I thought it would be in my head. America must be reborn. America must free itself just like Palestine must free itself, because the American people, just like the Palestinian people, have no status, have no reality, and this is a theme park. And I think there's more foreigners here than Americans, to be honest. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm saying this is a theme park. Washington, D.C. is a theme park. It's a Disney World theme park. We even saw Disney in the American Museum, the Smithsonian Museum of American History. So it just seems very fake, you know? Like, this doesn't seem like the seat of power of the country. It kind of seems like a facade. And the real power is in London, city of London, you know? I mean... I don't, is that true? I mean, probably not. There's no geographical seat of power per se. The seat of power is in the ruling capitalist class, which is on Epstein's Island, you know? But something very fake and gay about the Capitol. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, democracy, and look at all these people protesting for their rights, and I just, what the fuck? All right, the whole setup is getting fucked up. Let's go. Yeah, we will. So we're just gonna go up to the water and go for a swim. That's what we're gonna be doing. Guys, you know, one day I'm gonna give a speech here, like a legit one. Guys, actually, should we, when I launch the org, should we have our event here? Like, how close and convenient would this be for you guys? I don't know. That'd be interesting, actually. Yeah. Well, DC's not all bad. I'm not saying it's a bad place. I'm just saying it falls short of what you would expect as the capital. That's all I'm saying. And I'm allowed to be critical, you know. Let's continue. A lot of this stuff is built in the Reagan era. There's a Disneyfication. It's a theme, you know, it's a theme. America as a theme. Democracy, it's a theme, you know. And then Cornel West and Angela Davis really, really creating crossover brands between that theme and so-called socialism and stuff. So here it is, the water. I'm actually not going in. I just decided at last minute I'm not gonna. Was just about to jump in completely naked, but I decided I don't want to be on the sex offender list. So it's not happening. But yeah, this is it. This is the Capitol. This is a live stream I promised you guys, and I'm not a liar. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I'll tell you guys something. It's not, you know, the cleanest in DC. It's another gripe I have. And, you know, I have a funny thing to tell you guys. I keep forgetting. All right, so Trevor, the guy I debated, he was pretty nice in person. He was civil, shook his hand. You know, I don't know anything about him. He made KeyWiki, or so I guess that makes him a big enemy of a lot of people, but I don't give a fuck, you know. So after the show, we were talking a little bit briefly, and he was like, you know, I know Caleb launched his own CPUSA. And I was like, what do you mean? you mean CPI? And he goes, no, not the Center for Political Innovation. He's like, there's all these different CPUSA Wisconsins and CPUSA Illinois. And I was like, no, that's me. That's not Caleb. I did that. And he's like, huh? And I was like, how did you even know about that? He's like a boomer. It's so crazy he knew about that. And like apparently, he's like, oh, I follow the CPUSA very closely. And it's like, well, you've never heard of me. But he thought Caleb Maupin was behind Redenon, which like, why? You know, is that something Caleb would do? It's not. But that was really funny. That was like a highlight. He like, he thought Redenon was Caleb's thing, and I rightfully took credit. I said, no, that's me. That's a me thing. It's the infrared community. We did that. And yeah, I'd love to go back on Timcast, preferably in the evening, but you know, it's not up to me, but I'd love to go back. And I think if anything, stop bullshitting and telling people, oh, Hawes, he just chimps out every debate. He can't cool himself. He has no impulse control. Look, I don't have to be yelling and shit, but then you're going to complain I'm fucking boring, okay? Not you, the chat, but like my enemies. So it's like, oh, well, he's too boring. He's too boring. All right, set me up with a debate with literally anyone. I'll wipe the fucking floor with them, boring or otherwise. You know, no excuses anymore. No one can say I'm too crazy to be brought on to big podcasts and stuff. And actually, I find myself very interesting, actually. Guys, listen. All good things must come to an end. And I hate to fucking do this to you. But I am so fucking tired. I'm about to fucking fall asleep. Like, I'm slurring my words. Like, I'm not even awake right now. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow night. I got to get going. We have a flight to catch tonight. And then, you know, tomorrow I'm going to be visiting family, and then after that we're going to go back to our regular desktop. And here's what I'm going to do. I didn't watch any of it yet. I'm going to react to Jackson on Alex Jones. And you're going to get my live reaction because I haven't had time to watch it yet. And we're going to have a lot of fun when I get back. And also, guys, clips. Like, keep clips, you know. Good? Did I miss anything? Did I forget anything? No? Okay. Guys, goodbye. America, democracy, alright. The Uyghur genocide and free Tibet and Tiananmen Square. Liberty for everyone. CIA, fake and gay. America, the beautiful, occupied by a fucking cabal of international capitalists who have no regard for anything about this country or its people or its history, but made it fake and gay and turned it into a theme park for retards. Anyway, guys, goodbye.